this is an example of me having a bad day. Still made the effort to go to the gym. I never want to make a call to, have a crappy session or basically do a prognosis of what the session is going to be like. You still kind of make the effort. I thought about staying home and doing like a quick session at home, but I made the effort, came to the gym, and I warmed up, warmed my body up, and my body said no, so I packed up and went home. Simple as that. In the past, I would have fought through it. I would have done accessories. I would have done, fluff. I would have, done isolation movements. I've done all sorts of things. Today, nah. Today, the way my body was feeling, the hips were locked up, back was locked up. No fire, no energy, no enthusiasm. Basically, the body is just waving a flag saying, come on, man, hook us up with an easy session. Let's rest. So this is yesterday and today now. This all kind of started off basically 2.5 days ago now with that sore throat in the morning. Now, how do I feel right now? I feel not too bad. I have the mildest of mild throats. I feel pretty good. Like, I'm not cold. I'm not, anything in particular. I'm just flat. Yeah, you guys are right. And I said in a few of the comments that I replied to last night, I've overdone it. It's easier to see now. The reasons for that is I'm not sure. Maybe it's under recovery, under nutrition. Maybe it's just simply too much volume. But the way I saw it, man, is, I made a wrong call. But like I said in, I think, yesterday's video, I'm on annual leave right now. So I'm not working. I'm not doing those 12-hour shifts anymore. So my sleeping has been pretty good now for how many days I've been on leave now? Probably like 5 days now, 6 days, something like this. I just didn't have it in me today. 6 days worth of sleep. I amp up the training in response to that because I'm getting that, sleep and food and whatever. I thought food, and then started training like a maniac, and it all fizzled out. And then today I just don't have it. So I'll give the body whatever it needs. I'll just rest up, eat up, and wait for a sunny day. But today basically is an example of me coming in and being honest with myself. Even though I pulled 220 here, that felt horrible, man. 180 kind of felt, all right, I'm still kind of loosening up. As soon as I go down on my knees for the 221 and I try to, do that kneeling deadlift, man, that felt heavy. And then when I pulled the 220, that felt even heavier. And so then at that point I was like, all right, let's see how squats feel. And the bar felt heavy, 60 felt heavy, 100 felt heavy, and that's what I called it. I said to the fella in the squat rack next to him, I said, it's not happening today, I'm going to go home. He's like, man, you've been here for like 15, 20 minutes. I'm like, yeah, man. It's not gonna happen today. I'm just going to walk away, and that's it. It's hard, man. It's the biggest thing for me, and, you guys probably know what type of personality freaking squats 900 odd days in a row. But it's hard for me to stay away. I don't want to say that I gauge my mood depending on how I train, but it does have an impact on me, right? Like, so if you go in and let's say you're an NBA player and you have a shit game, it's really hard to kind of go out after that and throw smiles around the place and be really, really in a good mood. Like, you did shit, basically, and that's kind of how I treat this as well. You put so much energy into something, you put so much thought into something, it consumes a lot of your energy on a day-to-day basis. And then, you have a day like this, it's like, of course, you're going to have many days like this, but you don't look forward to them. It's one of those things. It's like, damn, I'm having one of those days. It's like, hurry up and end so I can get back to having good days. But it's that feeling where you can't even give your best, like that feeling where you feel like you're inhibited. You just can't do it. And those are the crappy days. It kind of takes me back. I mean, I don't have that pain now, but it takes me back to those days. Man, I had many of those days on and off with hip pain. You come in, man, and like you've got this idea, you reckon you can warm up nicely, and you've got this fresh new idea, and still can't squat, without pain. It still kind of grabs you after you cross like 2.5, 3 plates. That's frustrating. And when I think about that, this is a holiday compared to that. But I think everyone has days like this, and this is basically an example of. You guys always tell me you need a deload. Yeah, I auto-regulate. And I know this term kind of almost annoys me when I say it because it can mean anything. But I truly try to auto-regulate. So on days like this, I don't do anything. Like I knew coming in today that I wasn't going to do a lot of volume. I was going to just basically do singles. I thought about deadlift, back squat, front squat, and go home. I wasn't going to do any Olympic weightlifting, nothing like that. Just come in, do some singles, and then go from there, kind of gauge from there. No, man. After the back squat, I was like, yeah, man. Let's just pack up and go home. Just feel like you're defeated. You're running away from the battlefield. But there's nothing I can do. So the plan from now on is to go home. I'm going to right now get a family-sized pizza, and we're going to have pizza tonight. And watch a movie, relax. I'll probably have some ice cream as well. I don't have ice cream often, but I freaking love ice cream, man. I'm just basically going to have one of those days where you're just like, all right, no worries. The body needs a break. Let's give it a lot of calories, and I'll probably sleep 10 hours tonight. Lots of calories, lots of sleep, and let's see how I feel tomorrow. Part of me, though, is frustrated. And this is, I've been known to say this many times to kind of people around me. This idea, this feeling of like frustration almost, like, why did I do this? Almost like you blame yourself for this screw up. And by hindsight, it's 2020, right? Like when I was doing those sets of 50 and sets of 40, sets of 30, and then I did the front squats, a few days in a row or whatever, like I was like feeling amazing. I was like, man, this is the right thing to do. And I was feeling good. And then he caught up with me and he was like, basically now it's like, you're looking at it and you're like, oh, that was silly, man. That was way too much volume. Maybe not like that it's too much volume, but it's maybe too much volume too soon. Like I went from 0 to 100 real quick. One of you fellas actually said that, why are you doing that? And I don't know why I do that, but basically the way I'm trying to explain it is I'm on annual leave. So I've got a lot of rest. And that's why I did what I did. Still, adjusting for those variables, I think, it's not I think, I know I've overshot that as well. So I basically put too much emphasis on going on annual leave. And I don't know whether you guys know, I mean, we all have kind of different jobs and different lives and whatever, but a lot of the times when you go on annual leave, it's almost like you slow down, obviously, because you're not working so much. You're out of that stressful environment, especially in emergency. But your body wants to slow down. So it's like a double effect. It's not that you're sleeping now a lot or whatever, but it's almost like your body's doing a detox from all that stress, and it further diminishes its performance. Instead of like increasing performance because you're getting all this sleep or whatever, it actually needs like a less training from you, not more training. This is why when people, this has happened many times before, man, like I go on annual leave and I get sick. It's like, what the hell, man? Like, what are the chances of that? Why didn't I get sick when I was at work, man, so I can take some freaking sick leave? No, I take an annual leave and I get sick then. It's like almost the body's like, oh, now we can relax. And with that relaxation, I don't know whether it's cortisol or whatever, the immune system also just goes whack and you get sick. So I don't know. Maybe that's also like a factor there as well. But it's something that I've noticed in like 13 years. Not every single time. I'm not saying every single time, but it's happened a few times now where you go on annual leave and it's like your body's like, all right, let's relax. And you try to do like a renovation at home. You try to fix up the backyard or whatever. And you're like working even harder than when you were at work, and then you get sick because the body's trying to rest or catch up on something. I don't know, some hormonal crap. Anyway, guys, that's it from me today. Appreciate all of you guys, like always. But for now, let me go and eat my pizza and my ice cream, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace out.